And my first guest joining me in studio is Dr. William M. Thompson IV. He's, of course, with the Orange County Medical Association. Bill, good to see you again.
Good to be back.
Well, I was just talking a moment ago on the program about, kids are all getting out of school this week and next week, and of course the first thing we start thinking about is taking the family on a summer vacation. And of course, part of your expertise, in addition to infectious diseases and HIV expertise, is travel medicine.
Right.
And I was thinking perhaps you might have some tips for us on summer travel health.
Absolutely. There's so many things. Go to your doctor, your primary doctor, before you go on travel, and see what your limitations are.
Okay.
The very young, very old, and immune suppressed, even diabetics. They are all at risk for having problems when they go travel. So go see what your limitations are. Secondly, go plan out your trip. Plan out where you're going. In my practice and many travel medicine practices, we have this great software that you can put in your dates of travel, put in your destinations, and it'll actually come up with a 10 to 20 page travel document for you with vaccine schedules. It'll give you consulates and embassies where you're going. It will give you travel tips about food, all sorts of really important things.
Well, it's interesting because you're absolutely right, because when we do travel and we go to different parts of the country or different parts of the world, we're not thinking that we're getting into different environmental situations, we're getting into different kinds of food, different preparations of food. All of these things really have to be taken into consideration, which is something we don't really do very well, do we?
No, we don't. And we tend to take risks when we go on vacation. We tend to eat foods that we don't normally eat. We experiment, which is all great and part of the culture wherever you're going. But stay away from things, I call it street meat. You see those vendors on the street, and people want to be adventurous and they want to go have the local cuisine. I don't know, stay away from street meat. But if you do, make sure it's clean, make sure it's cooked so well and thorough. No rare meat, don't do that. When you get fruits and vegetables, do stuff that you can peel, okay? When you go to countries outside of the U.S., especially in Latin America, they'll actually fertilize their food with excrement. And that causes a lot of the travelers' diarrhea. And the other thing, the trick, these are two tricks that I've learned personally, ice cubes and salsa. Okay?
Ice cubes and salsa.
We go get our drinks, we get our soft drinks, some mixed drinks with the local ice cubes, and you get infected that way. And salsa, the other thing, it's raw, it's out there, who knows how long it's been on the table. Stay away from those two.
Okay, so you're trying, as you mentioned, trying to immerse yourself into the culture. I would assume that there are safe ways to do that and still come back with the cultural experience, because the greatest thing about going on vacation is you get a taste of what it's like to live there.
Absolutely. And you can go to these, you go to better restaurants. If you go to the little hole in the wall, is a little place where locals hang out, which I like to do when I go travel. Just choose your foods wisely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And for various parts of the world where we might run across different environmental factors, you can get various vaccines at your local doctor to protect you from that?
Absolutely. You've got to vaccinate. We have such great vaccines out there, and the infections are real, especially the ones, hepatitis A and B. We have vaccines for those, and those are two common things from food poisoning. We have vaccines for any number of things, so go talk to your doctor, go talk to your travel medicine specialist. We have them for you. But the most important thing is plan ahead. I had a couple that was going to go to a third world country on their honeymoon. They came 3 days before they went.
Oh my gosh.
Not enough time to make antibodies to have a good trip.
So, Ken, here's your checklist. You get your passport, you get your vaccinations, and you plan ahead. Dr. Bill, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
For more information about Dr. Thompson and the Orange County Medical Association, you can visit the OCMA website at ocma.org. Again, thanks so much.
You're welcome.